Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. I don't know whether we're live, but as you can tell, it's a Christmas stream. There's no green screen. It's a live family affair, and we have got the team news in. It's the team on the screen there as well. Manchester United versus Newcastle. No Pogba starting for Manchester United. Ollie flirting as per usual with talk of nonsense and then not delivering. So no Pogba. Pogba is on the bench, and the bench includes, as well as that team there, we've got Romero, Jones, Young, Lingard, Mata, Pogba and James. An absolutely shit bench, really, to be honest with you, apart from the fact that Pogba and James are on there. So no Pogba. I must just say though, for everybody who's saying Pogba out, hello, everybody is going to be loads, don't worry about it. Everybody who's saying that we've got a game in 48 hours, so we're playing Burnley in 48 hours, so that's how it's going to work as well. Joined by a few people. Weirdo in the back, we don't know who that is with the hats. Middle daughter, nephew. What's your name?
Will.
Okay, so we are live. It's do a watch along or don't do a watch along, really. It's Christmas. I don't really agree with these sort of things, to be honest with you. But Boxing Day is for the family, as Astro said. So we are going to sit and watch the match and interact as per usual. Who's on the bench is Cole Johnson, Romero, Jones, Young, Pogba, James, Mata and Lingard. So Pereira's playing in the midfield with Fred and McTominay. Greenwood's playing to the right. I mean, to be honest with you, it's not far off being our best team, apart from the fact that Pereira's playing and it should be Pogba. But I do sort of sympathise in some ways, because the bottom line is that Pogba, obviously, we've got a game in 48 hours. He can't play, and this is our easier game, really. So this is the one that's going to be of more importance to us. So let's have a look at the Newcastle lineup for you. Newcastle lining up with Manguila, Shah, Fernandez, Lejeune, Willems, Longstaff. He's playing both the Longstaffs again. You know, you're not going to get lucky twice, Steve Bruce. Almiron, Linton, and Dwight Gale. So you're not going to get lucky twice. So yeah, he's going to struggle a little bit with that, I think. But let me just check on the audio. Open the sound settings. We'll work it out. Don't worry, we'll work it out. The volume is very low, actually. Thank you for whoever said that, because it's very low. It's about to get higher. So there we go. If Ollie were to get sacked, who would you take, Poch or Chris Wilder? Wilder has done well with Sheffield United. Surprised no one is talking about him. Yeah, I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't take him at all. I would. You know what's quite interesting actually is that one. Obviously, Christmas is a time to just switch off for a bit. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer timed his comments absolutely perfectly about... many of you might have missed this because it's Christmas, actually. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came out and said that this season is about building a team for next season. Who are you? Who are you? Are you a Norwich manager? This is Manchester United. We don't wait till next season, do we?
No.
It's now. It's now. And that's not good enough. And secondly... I'm hearing that Haaland might be going to Juventus, which makes me think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has flirted with us. He has flirted with us. And now if Haaland's going to Juventus, and it makes me think, are they going to get rid of him? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a bit chaotic, but that's Christmas. Something a little bit different. So turn your volume down if it's a little bit too loud. Mark is giving the kids a chance, just like Ollie, says Eric Ange. Exactly. People always say that I'm not focused on the youth, and I am focused on the youth. I'm giving 3 youngsters a start, and there's a couple on the bench as well who, to be honest with you, they're little sods. They'll run riot. So yeah, I am giving some youth a chance today. Lovely to have Daniel James on the United Stand, says Narish Sheeran. And Mark, are those your kids? 2 are, 1 isn't. Merry Christmas, thank you for the channel, says Andrew Devas. Well, look, there's very few times of the year where you can do something a little bit different. The green screen's crying. It's devastated. It didn't come for Christmas, so we can't use the green screen, but it's nice. I've got faith in the United Stand youth, yes. Well, Madeline, you're going to take over in about 10 years.
Maybe not.
Well... It's either that or work in McDonald's. And Mark, why is Pogba not playing? Because he's probably keeping him back for Burnley. And no swearing today. Yep, Ola. Well, this is exactly why. I've been down the pub at lunchtime. I've had a few beers, so this is about parental guidance. So I will not be swearing in this today. It's not my son. A lot of people saying that's my son. It's not.
It's a nephew.
And what's happened to the background? The green screen's been burnt. We've binned it. If he plays for Burnley, then what about Arsenal? Says Craig. He's right. What about Arsenal? And Arsenal drawing today. All the bounce of a fried egg. I mean, they've got rid of Emery. Didn't they draw with Norwich and then lose to Brighton? They've got rid of Lundberg, the pants model. And now they've dropped more points against Bournemouth. And I think they're playing Chelsea. Chelsea losing to Southampton. United have got a real foot back into the top 4 race again as well. It's really surprising. I'm really quite surprised by this. I mean, how do you... It's a very weird league season this year whereby you've got Chelsea beating Spurs and giving it the big un, and then they go and lose to Southampton at home and Spurs win. So that nullifies that. You got United beating Spurs and Man City, giving it the big un, and then losing to Watford and drawing to Everton. It's a very weird season, but yet again, Lucky Ollie's been given a chance. Mark, it's my birthday today and I didn't get any presents. Let's hope United can win, says Dan X17. And Fitness Unscripted Giraffe come out says, hello Mark, your kids are cute. Thank you. I hope that's in a good way. And why can't he play James and why isn't he playing Pogba, says Rob Eel. Yeah, man. Yeah, but in fairness, I wouldn't have picked Dan James today. I actually agree with that. I actually agree with dropping Dan James today. I think he did deserve to get dropped. So I ain't got a problem with that. It's my birthday as well. Let's pretend it's everybody's birthday so you get a shout out. It's my birthday. Your birthday?
Yeah.
Your birthday?
Of course.
Your birthday. Your birthday. It's everybody's birthday. Ollie Out says 9-9 and the end of last season was the same. It seems no one wants to finish 4th. And hello Mark, why are you playing De Gea? He has done nothing. I didn't actually, I must apologise to Kieran Connolly, I didn't pick the team. I wish I did, but I didn't pick the team. It was picked by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What's Pogba doing? I think he's sat on the bench playing on his phone. And hello Mark, watching Pereira makes me want to go to the toilet. I tell you what, I'd love to go to the toilet. I'm really stuffed up from all the Christmas food. I'd actually relish going for a dump, but nothing's doing. And Mark, what do you think about Barcelona trying to snatch Gomez from us? I think Manchester United are a badly run club. It's been nice to have 24 hours off with Christmas, but we are still a badly run club. We've read that from Steve Walliard. Remember, you can get your super chats in through the bottom $sign, and you can join the channel as well. How many children do you have? God knows. Could have loads. I'm popular. And Merry Christmas, Mark, to you and your kids, says Zane Miassi. Thank you from Zane. You see, it's a family show today.
Thank you, Zane.
Hello, Mark. I love your time. I love my time as well. I'll hate it when it runs out. And it's going to be an easy show today when people are laughing at jokes like that. And that's legit Mini Mark. And he says it's not his son. You're not my son. You're not my son.
He's your nephew.
He's my nephew, yeah. Sergio Mendes, thank you. Latest member of the Nightstand Club. And Anthony De Silva's gone very serious for Boxing Day. He says, I wouldn't want my children to support our club because I want them to enjoy football and not suffocate by the Glazers' mismanagement. Very serious for Christmas. Little bit. We'd like to take it a little bit less serious, but you're not wrong. And Arsenal versus Manchester United, battle of the banter clubs, says Justin Haight. Well, Justin, let's not hate for a moment because I do just want to have a quick look at where we are in the league table. This might interest some people. It might not interest others. Liverpool, forget it. Leicester, forget it. Right, let's go down to 4th. Chelsea, 32 points. 5th, Tottenham, 29. Sheffield United, 29. Wolves, 27. Crystal Palace, 26. And Manchester United on 25. If Manchester United win today, they go up to 28 points. They go up to 7th, which is still rubbish. And they are 4 points off Chelsea. So, yeah, Burnley must have lost. I don't even know what the results were today. Yeah, we can tell you the results. Villa won 1-0 in the relegation battle. Good win for the Villa. They're still in the bottom 3. Chelsea lost to Southampton. Crystal Palace beat West Ham. That's a big result for Palace because that's put them above hers. Everton beat Burnley 1-0. Ancelotti. And Sheffield United drew with Watford 1-1. See, Watford are awful. And we knew it. Like we knew. Chelsea just let me down for 430 quid. I'm fuming. Hope United can win, says Ross Gallagher. Don't bet. I'm newlywed. My wife is getting used to your voice, says Gold Peace Prosperity. That's disconcerting. And Jordan Such says, hi Mark, hope you and your family had a very Merry Christmas day. Looking forward to the game today. Not going to predict a score with this United team though. We are going to predict now. Snake Eye 1994, happy with that lineup. Would have rather had Pogba with Pereira though. Snake Eye, I agree with you because I said this on the preview actually. We are playing Burnley in 48 hours. Take the 3 points. Take the 3 points. Yeah, which one did I miss?
The one that.
Mark, we were awful against Bournemouth. Miserable Boxing Day. Mark's children. Try supporting Arsenal. No, we don't do child abuse here. And Mark, would you rather play Greenwood over James? Says Corbin Lee Aspin. Yes, I would. Right, score predictions. You don't know anything about football. Do you even know who they're playing? Read the screen. What does it say?
Newcastle. 2-1 to Newcastle.
Ooh, get out. You?
You don't know anything about football either.
Yeah, come on.
3-2 to Newcastle.
Oh my God, Newcastle's getting a lot of the praise here. Come on.
1-0 to Man United.
More realistic, you?
1-1.
1-1. I think a lot of people go 1-1. I'm going to go with United win 3-0.
What?
Yes, boss.
Well, your bet's not going to be right then.
A lot of sexism in the live comments saying it's because they're girls, they don't know what they're on about.
I play football.
Well, you predicted a draw. They could. The trouble is, they could look very intelligent because a lot of people think Newcastle might win. What I don't want to see is a repeat of what we saw at St James's Park a couple of months ago, where the BTEC Longstaff, not the one we want to buy, scored the goal. So it's on Amazon Prime. We've got over 10,000 watching, which is great. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new. Smash a like on the video. It is Christmas, and share the video as well. So we are, it's a very different show today, but we always do a watch along for you. So do get involved. Share the video. Merry Christmas, mate, and your family. Enjoy the evening, says Humi. You know what? We were watching EastEnders last night. I watch it one time a year. Depressing, isn't it? Gavin and Stacey. What's the point? I could have wrote a better script on my bottom. And yeah, it's been a good Christmas, but the TV's rubbish. So hopefully United can deliver. We either win 4-0 or 1-1, says Man United Boy 13. I don't know today because I think Pogba makes us so much better, but the problems today, you never know with United. I just feel United will produce something today, but you never know with United. Like they are, if Newcastle play it the right way, they could cause us problems. I think Pogba makes us better, but we're obviously not going to pick him. When kids lose hope in our club, we should take it more seriously, says Fitness Unscripted Sharath. Lest we forget the Longstaff brothers, there's two of them. One's ginger and has a wand of a left foot, says Nick P. And Ian Fonseca says, hey Mark, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Singapore. Hope for a good result. Pogba to carry United 2-0 to United.
Pitch.
Hey, you've got to learn to respect your viewers. He's not on the pitch, but he might carry them in the second half. I bet he'll play. I bet he will play in the second half. Steve Bruce. Yeah, I don't like Steve Bruce. He used to live a few miles away from us, and he was always in the chip shop. Are all the kids United fans? Says Steve Wynyard. They're horse fans at the back and at the front. Yes, United fans. You got United pajamas on. You've got United stuff. I'm putting money in the Glazers' pocket. I'm a failure as a parent and uncle. Girls got it spot on, and Mark, you're delusional, says Anthony De Silva. And hey, I've done that one. And Dylan Brett says, are Man United going for Kalidou Koulibaly? And I think Man United will win 3-1. Here it's 4:15 AM in Australia, says Dylan Brett. Yeah, you're drunk. We're not going to go for Koulibaly because we've already got Maguire. And Dougal wants a shout out. I've only done it because of your name. And yeah, I think we are going to win, to be fair. I think we will win. Yeah. Is that McTominay in the back? That's a girl. And would you like to see Martial and Greenwood switch position? No. And Mark's watching from Jamaica. I'm not. Ollie's style of foot play equals volleyball, says Dan Ragnar. We are doing fan cams. Flex is there. He's actually, I'm going to ruin his night out. If you're in Manchester, all the fan cameras are going out for a Boxing Day night out. So watch out for them in Manchester. Arsenal are the Premier League equivalent of Hackney Wick, says Lee McGraw. You're getting way too deep. Hackney Wick are quite a good team, to be fair. And Mark, I hope you're not going to swear. I'm not going to swear, Patrick. Don't worry. I'm on the naughty step. Would you do a watch along with rants? Says Smash Earth. No. And greetings from France, says Javier. Bonjour, bonjour. Je m'appelle Brent. Oui, quel âge tu? Je me suis bon fromage frais. And
That's not right.
is it a coincidence we perform against big teams like small teams and small teams like big teams, says Matt Ross. No, it isn't. And should De Gea get dropped if he makes another mistake? No, Raf. I like De Gea. Why do you sound so sad, says Acid Clan. I don't sound sad. I sound a little bit reticent. That means unsure, because I'm unsure as to what, it is Christmas. I would rather just be playing FIFA or table tennis or something like that, but we've got to watch United, and I don't know whether they're going to deliver. Boxing Day tends to be for United. You didn't. Boxing Day tends to be a bit hit and miss for United. We either win boringly or we draw. I can't remember the last time we lost on Boxing Day, to be honest with you. Let's go Newcastle, says SK9 1989. Oh yeah, I must just say that as well. If United were to lose today, I do wonder whether how much longer Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would last. But yeah, wheel is falling off for Lampard's Chelsea, says PAVFC. Yeah, Chelsea losing 2-0 at home to Southampton. I mean, they've lost 4 out of their last 5 Premier League games. Mr. Style tonight, Hugo Boss beats 5 Cantonars. Love it, Sasumi. Yeah, well, it is still Christmas, but it's not really Christmas jumper time, is it? And I meant when Pogba comes on in future games, says Ian Fonseca. Sat you down. And Merry Christmas, says Captain Clan. We're still 12 minutes away. Will you be Ollie out if we lose today, says Faisal? I don't know. Are you Ollie out?
No.
Why? Do you know the results over the last 3 months? They've been unacceptable and they've been consistently bad. The tactics have been poor.
Okay.
So why not Ollie out? You don't watch them, do you? You've got your pajamas on. You're just another plastic.
What?
He's already Ollie out, says 420. Jordan Sush, what's going to change from the Everton and Watford games? Newcastle are going to do exactly the same as both those other teams did, says Jordan Such, which I said twice. Mark, keep the liquor away from the kids, says Nasser Harry. Oh yeah, come on. And Merry Christmas, Mark. Thoughts on Haaland, says Joshua Kane. What for? No. The reality is that with Erling Haaland, everything I sort of know and see with my eyes in relation to body language from Solskjaer suggests that he's coming. But it was very interesting over the last couple of days, the amount of stories that are coming out that he's going to Juventus. And if he's going to Juventus, something has really gone wrong. And I don't care what anybody says. If Haaland goes to Juventus, then that is a massive L for Solskjaer, because he has dropped massive hints. Nick P says, weird stat, but we are top of the Boxing Day results league from 2010 to now. There you go. Top of the Boxing Day league. Always matters. Doesn't. Is that a statue with a cap? And Pogba is too good for United, says BK7. Timo Werner is better. Get lost. No one's watching you, Risky. Goodbye. And do you have... No. What happened to Chong and Gomez? Says it's Josh. I think they'll go in January. Thoughts on Pogba, Vinicius Junior swap in January, says Smith Jones. No, we're not doing that. The players could get bladdered yesterday and the performance wouldn't change, says Tom Watson. I don't know whether it's true, but I did see Jordan Pickford drunk at the darts, and that was only 2 days ago. So I don't know what that's all about. Mark, do you remember me? Says Mustaqim Mohammed. No. And are you carrying on the FIFA 20? Says BK. I don't know. It's Christmas, mate. Just watching football and
You're not very good at it,
see how we go. Well, 30,000 people disagree because they watch me play FIFA. And I seem to remember beating you last night
What?
when you couldn't stat pad with Messi. So if you know he plays as Barcelona, gets 2-0 up and then parks the bus, and I figured it out on the second game and I beat him every single game.
No.
After that,
He's beaten you sometimes.
no, he beat me on the first 2 games, and then I realised he stats pads with Messi, so I played as Juventus and I did him with Ronaldo because Ronaldo's better than Messi.
Yeah, but then I won 5 games.
Ronaldo's better than Messi. Good day and Merry Christmas from Sydney, Australia, Mark. It's 4:20 here. Time to put the kettle on. Cheers, Alex. Thanks for that from Alex.
Missed the 4.99 one.
Make Don Chi 886. I've been doing this for 5 years. I don't need an assistant.
5 years.
Mark, who will go first? Ollie or Corbyn? Says Amy Assie. It's a bloody good question, that is, to be fair. And Marnor says his super chats never get read, but I think that's inaccurate. Do you think United might win the Europa League Cup? Also, Feliz Navidad. I don't know who Feliz Navidad is,
It's
but
a song.
all right. I thought you wanted me to sign somebody. And Merry Christmas to you and your fam. My aunt was over and bet me I couldn't make a car out of spaghetti. You should have seen the look on her face when I drove past her.
Oh right, I get it. I don't.
That's about that's the level. Badik number 1. Thank you for that. And Alligator letting the kids watch United on Boxing Day is the equivalent of Santa leaving coal in your Christmas stocking. They've already had their good presents. This is a reality check. This is like Christmas Day, you get what you want. Boxing Day, back to reality. But they might win. You never know at Christmas. They might have been sprinkled with a bit of Santa's sack. And Timo Werner is way better than Haaland, says Fajad, which I agree. I think we have to sign Grealish, says Elijah Swanson. And Merry Boxing Day, Mark, and kids from Sweden, says DJ John T. Hola from Malaysia, says Celestine. I thought that was Spanish, hola. And
It is.
would you change the formation, says Sean Simpson? Come see, come sa. No, can't do that. What is Ollie's obsession with Pereira, says Don Ragnar? Well, I'm quite happy that Ollie is playing him over Lingard, to be honest. Oh, I'm really struggling on this stream already.
Why?
We've got 2 hours to do. I think it's all them pints at the pub. We won't sack Ollie even if we lose the next 3 games, says the Bit W. I think you're right. And hi Mark, watching from Vietnam, says Siva the Good. Mark, stretch your back, says Mr. Labont. Ready for a mediocre draw, maybe even a 0-0, says Jorginho. Haaland is just a German Glenn Murray, says Ben Cannon. Good one. United fans are the real cause of the board consistent bad decisions. Fans should have bought buying shirts or tickets, says Clinistical Edagay. And Zemiasi Mark, Ty blames today's result on players tired from unwrapping presents on Christmas Day. How long left till kick-off? About 6 minutes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner. Turn that off. Turn it off. It's so irritating. And have you seen the new transfer rumours, Mark, like Neymar to Barca and Zlatan to Milan? Can't you turn it off?
No. It just turned on.
Never work with kids. And the Booknut fan says, my mum just saw the league table and hasn't watched football in 15 years. The first thing she said was United and Arsenal have fallen from grace. So sad, says the Booknut fan. It's lovely, isn't it?
What's music?
Rate Tom and Jerry, says Dougal McGuire. I haven't watched it for years. And One Lee, you're probably right actually. What's my score prediction? I'm going to go for Manchester United 3-1 win. We've already had draws and Newcastle wins from the panel. To be honest, this probably is a better panel than Gary Neville or Alan Shearer. You probably get less biased views, to be honest with you. Kickoff is in 4 minutes time. Kieran Connolly.
You need to get rid of that advert.
What advert?
That one there.
No, that's nothing. That's YouTube. We're not watching that on YouTube. And I said 3-0 before. Apparently, I thought I said 3-1. I did say 3-1. Actually, you're wrong. And
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
You said 3-0.
He did say 3-0.
well, I've changed 3-1. 3 something. Man United needs a new owner, says Matthias. Say it again. You seem half drunk, says Sir Matadri. Well, I've been down the pub. And getting ready for another match where United don't create anything, says Spencer Rice. Mark, what is the kids' score predictions? I believe them over you. 2 on the back row said Newcastle wins. 1 on my right said draw. And you said a United 1-0 win.
Yeah.
We're using a 4-3-3 formation. Yeah, I don't know why people keep saying that, because I'm pretty sure it's a 4-3-3 on the left-hand side next to me as well. Pogba's not back, Alfie. He's on bench. Can see this being 0-0, says Commando Ninja. I think, to be fair to you, Newcastle have played rather well recently. I think they'll come here with a bit of confidence, and I think when teams come to Old Trafford with confidence, they tend to get beaten. So I don't think that they'll do that well, to be fair. But I get what you're saying, but I don't see it happening, if I'm honest with you. Pogba on at half time, 100%, says Jake Marshall. Yeah, I think Pogba being involved in this game will be the deciding nature in this game as well. I think maybe Pogba should have started, to be honest, but I'm happy that Greenwood's starting over Dan James. I think that gives us a decent shout in it. Lingard probably doesn't deserve to start either, so I can't complain about that one too much either. So yeah, I'm relatively happy with that. Humi says, "Merry Christmas, my man. Thank you, mate, for helping create a great community, a great charity night. Have a prosperous new year. We all appreciate what you've done here. Now let me get into footy mode and less soppy." Thank you, Humi. Yeah, we're about to kick off in about 2 minutes' time. Make sure we've got everything set for us, because I had it set up. Yeah, we're ready. We're good to go. That's good. We're in Amazon Prime territory here, so Mark, I saw some videos on other channels, stolen for sure. Watch out. Hi to all the kids. What will you gift them for correct predictions? Says Ajmal Cosman. High five. Yeah, high five. That works well. We'll give them a high five.
Go on then.
Let's get the timer ready anyway. God knows what delays there'll be today, because it's Amazon Prime. I can never guarantee what that's going to be like, but the players are out on the pitch. And we'll be starting very, very soon. Please share the video if you haven't already underneath the video. And you can also subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, live every night at 8 o'clock. We got watch-alongs, fan cams. There are fan cams tonight. I think the fan cams will be good because they're all out on the pop afterwards. So that'll be joyful and triumphant, hopefully, to pardon a Christmas pun. Love having the kids. Do they watch football? Says Mario A. Well, they're about to. Are the Longstaff brothers playing for them? Hopefully not, like last time. Merry Christmas, mate, says Vin Bra, which is a name we like.
Bruh.
And we are about to kick off. Got the live comments on the screen as well. Let's see how we go. United haven't scored because it's not kicked off yet, quite. But I will start the timer as soon as it does.
Stop.
Oh, what are you doing? Off. We're off. That's good starting a timer that I don't actually have on my screen. So let me just... here we are. Timer's way up there, look.
Why'd you put it over there?
Timer. We had a yellow card early on there. Missed the bloody yellow card. McTominay. Oh, I think that's a bit harsh on McTominay, to be honest with you. Imagine a technically great playmaker with an eye for a pass with these three up the top. I would give up on Haaland over a creator to these three, says Who Me. Which I actually agree. That. So McTominay's been booked in the first 30 seconds there. To me it looked a little bit harsh, but Yeah, I mean, come on, ref. It wasn't a blatant yellow card, and I think in those situations that was a little bit harsh. And yeah, Zero Blade agrees. I thought it was a bit harsh that in the first 30 seconds you're giving away a yellow card on what was a relatively decent attempt to win the ball. But let's see how United get on today. I expect a response, to be fair, and there's lots of space for here. United's running down that left-hand side. It's my boy Luke Shaw. Nicely into Rashford, and it's frenetic, this start, to be honest with you. But Luke Shaw's got it back. 1 minute 30 in. Not a yellow, says Cian Williams. I don't think it was a yellow either, to be honest with you. But Newcastle on ball. Liverpool are the biggest club in Europe, says Richard. Oh, God. You're not on telly for a couple of hours. Enjoy your Christmas, you saddo. Who does that on Boxing Day? Start trolling United fans. Go and have a bloody Kit Kat or something. Be respectful in front of marks, kids, guys, says LFC Forever. Wasn't a yellow card at all, says Lars Strasser. There's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You could do a painting of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. His face is the same all the time. Oh, look, I would love a fizzy lemonade with ice in it.
I'm not your servant.
Well, if you're offering, I'll have it.
No, there's some in a bag that we brought.
Lingard cuddled with a big bear, says Umberto. Yeah, I saw it. I saw that Insta post. Lawrence Anaman says, what happens to Ollie if he loses today? He just puts another stupid statement out talking about time in the future. What do you think Luke Shaw had for Christmas, says Nazza? Well, I'm sure you're trying to get me to say something fattest, which I'm not going to say. So, there we go. Alright. Can I order a fizzy lemonade as well while she's making them, says Humi. This will be the best game of Boxing Day. Well, McTominay's now carrying a bit of an injury, actually. Another 50-50. I mean, McTominay's up for it, and he's hurt his ankle a little bit there, which he struggled with a little bit. But United do have the potential at the moment, I would say. McTominay is hobbling around a bit here. It doesn't look good. We don't want to. This is the problem with United. This is why you're not. You know what? Part of me thinks if McTominay goes off injured, it would be a big blow, but it would just be a big indicator before the transfer window opens that we need to sign a bloody midfielder. And he is hobbling around a bit here, McTominay, and Pogba is warming up already. And Lily says Pogba first on early. Well, we'll see. Please do share the video. There's a share button underneath, and make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Newcastle with the throw in at the moment. No real clear cut chances for either side thus far, but some tasty tackles mainly by McTominay. Dazu W says Ollie said we haven't lost 2 in a row. He's so positive. Yeah, he is. He's Mr. Positive. Chris says Pogba might be coming on. Someone just said you're a hater, Goldberg. Obs watches your channel a lot, says Red Baron. And who me? Watch along later with Leicester Liverpool or busy night, mate. Be a Christmas cracker or busy with the family. I'm not doing a watch along later. Oh, thanks. Lemonade.
Where's mine?
You know where the fridge is. Pogba should have started, says Ranjay. We are playing in 48 hours, remember. And I wonder what the team will be against Burnley, because these players can't play 24 hours twice. Andy Jarvis, if that's vodka, I've got a problem. Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see the game against Burnley and how we line up, because basically if you're playing 2 games in 48 hours, you've got the first game tonight, you've got recovery tomorrow, and then you're stiff on Saturday, as many of us are. But he can't. He's not going to be able to start the same players. So this is basically our best team today, apart from Pogba. So who's he going to play against Burnley, which is the harder game? I personally think he's made a mistake tonight. I do. I think he should have played He probably should have played Phil Jones. He probably should have played Brandon Williams, because do you want Williams and Jones to play against Burnley away, or do you want Mata to play against Burnley away? I think, again, Ollie's gone with the bottle job. He's putting his best team out in the most immediate game, and he's not thinking long term.
Sorry. Just a happy birthday, Mark.
Thanks. McTominay's looking all right at the moment. He's jumping around, so I think he's going to be okay. I've been keeping an eye on McTominay for the last couple of minutes. He did take a knock on his ankle, but he looks all right at the moment. First 7 minutes, not fantastic by United, a little bit slow paced, but you know, this is what we always seem to have happening. And Jeff, I think you're right. I think he needs a win to save his job, so he's not thinking long term, he's thinking short term. Yeah, which is total hypocrisy, because he talks about the long term and next season all the time, yet in a game where he should be using, you know, his squad, he goes with his strongest team. Lots of team above us losing points, says Charlie Welsh, and he says, hi kids. Yeah, hi. They have. Spurs won, Palace won, Sheffield United dropped points, Chelsea dropped points as well. So there is an opportunity to make some points up. I know it's a joke. They always say it. Christmas with the Goldbridges. Yeah, it's a different show. United on the attack at the moment, messing around the edge of the box, basically building their tent. Park yourself on the edge of the box and just do that for 90 minutes. What did you get for Christmas, says Johnny Wilson? I'll tell you what, I've got this.
Necklace.
Can't find it. Got a bit of balloon. With my Hugo Boss top. Jay-Z in the house. Or MG. Yeah, so I got that. Some clothing. Some wellies. You need wellies to walk in the country, so yeah. What did everybody else get? Get in the live comments, tell us what you have. It's not a new Boss jumper, this one, correct, but I did get a Boss jumper. I can see 6 to 7 playing tonight, playing against Burnley. He's taking game by game and not thinking of the future. He's the new Jose in a way that he runs players into the ground. He's done it all season, Sassini. I agree with you. I think we'll see a lot of these players who played tonight playing against Burnley as well. I cannot see a totally different 11 playing against Burnley. I think he'll go with this very similar side, and then he's going to have to go with a very similar side against Arsenal. So he's basically going to pick the same side for 3 games in 6 days. And then we've got Wolves in the FA Cup, and then we've got Man City in the Carabao Cup. So he could pick pretty much the same team for 5 games in just over a week and a half. So yeah, not enough squad rotation for me, but ultimately I think he needs the points. What's a welly, says Dara Corner. Boots. You know,
Things that you put on your leg and then you walk and so you don't get mud.
You know what Lukaku plays in? Like welly boot. Base like them. I was playing in my Timberlands earlier.
Were you?
Yeah, in the car park.
You weren't really good though.
Look better than Lukaku.
In your dreams.
What's all the whispering? Just slagging off Ollie, really. And
It's not.
Martial's overrated, says Luke. It's took him 10 minutes. So we're just about to come up for 10 minutes in. It's 0-0. You've not missed anything, Crytex, at all. Someone went to get me a lemonade. That was it. Merry Christmas, Mark. Is DJ on the bench, says Mark Whitten. He is. So your bench tonight for Manchester United is Romero, Phil Jones, Ashley Young, Juan Mata, Jesse Lingard, Pogba, Dan James.
Someone said they want Fellaini back.
Never go back. We never wanted Fellaini in the first place. We don't want him back. Singing in the classes, music for your masses. Luke Quinlan says, I hope you've had a good Christmas. We have. I hope you have as well. I don't think it's over, Luke. I know he didn't say that, but I don't think it's over. That nice period between Christmas and New Year. And we've got a free kick for United here. A little bit of a soft one on Pereira, but it is technically a free kick. Red Boren says, oh, hi, Mark. Why? Lisa, why? I did not hurt her. Betrayed me. You're not good. You're just a chicken. Cheap, 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 cheap. answers on a postcard. But United got a free kick here, and Rashford's going to hit it. Fred's just blowing bubbles or something. He's got his hand around his mouth going like that. It's a secret way of talking, but I think Rashford will hit this. He doesn't let anybody else hit free kicks. He thinks he's Ronaldo, so this is what Rashford does. He scored a worldie free kick once out of 100 free kicks. So now see what I'm doing? I'm building this up that he's going to miss, and then when he scores, I'll go, yes!
You just jinx yourself.
It's called reverse psychology. So it's Rashford on the free kick. He looks interested, and it's gone wide off the wall for a corner. And I can safely say now, Rashford's rubbish at free kicks. He scored one in a bloody million. It was going well wide as well. Awful free kick. It should be Fred. I asked Santa for Bruno, Mark. Fingers crossed, says Brian Murphy. Wow, yeah. So Fred's on corners. I think Fred's corners have been slightly better lately. Oh, and Maguire nearly gets up there. He wants another corner. Our subs look, Sir Citizens bench on bus station. Senior Citizens bench, says Abernaf Ray. Well, Pogba and Dan James are exciting, but the rest of them, Lingard, James, Jones. Sorry, Lingard, Mata, Jones, Young. You can go if you want, if you're bored.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Another corner for United. I don't know what they're messing about at here. They're trying to do some short stuff, but just whip it in. I think Fred's corners. They've gone short. It better work. No, it definitely hasn't worked. You know when you do a short corner and they think they're being clever, you can tell it hasn't worked, especially when Newcastle are on the break. So embarrassing from United, and Newcastle have got a big old break here. 1, 2. Oh, good interception, but still Newcastle. They go wide, they're in the box, and it's a silly shot. It's gone for a goal kick, but yeah, United with some silly short corner routine there that failed badly, and United nearly getting caught out on the break there. Awful. Not a great start. Bit boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is this replay?
Alligator says he's bored. Can you leave? Go and have a turkey sandwich. Some of us are loyal.
You can leave.
He wants to go. He's bored.
I'm not going to get a turkey sandwich, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could. Oh, actually.
We're not sponsored by Cold Turkey.
No.
Counter Attack FC says Raz Agul. Z says, is Ollie sincere with United? I'm a 40-year-old guy, maybe old school. He should resign. Well, he ain't going to resign, is he? Because he's got money coming his way if he gets the sack. United have won a free kick here, actually, and I thought it was a good decision by the ref because I didn't think that Luke Shaw had done anything wrong. But not a lot doing from either side, to be honest with you. Glad that these lot are here to keep me awake. It's bloody dull from United. Just get the 3 points today. Chelsea have dropped 3.
Turkey's gone.
Already
What have you got there?
get Pogba on.
Mine.
There's some ham. Oh, here they go. What a save by De Gea. I think it was a save by De Gea. It's Gale running through. And I think he might have hit the bar or been offside. Steve Bruce is going, why, hey man, what happened there? But they come on the attack. He's onside. He slipped through one-on-one. And he hits it off the bar. It's not a save by De Gea at all. It's a rubbish finish. It's the top of the bar. Splitters open. Get Pogba on already. And they're running at us again here, Newcastle. And they've got one through the middle. Dinked into the box. Maguire.
It's going to be a goal. Watch.
Get out! Get out! Get out! It's Sean Longstaff again. It's not. It's not. It's the ginger one again. It's the B-Tech one again. It's the bloody fraud Longstaff, and it's United. If you haven't been warned, what do? You close the door. If a burglar comes in and you catch him on CCTV, you lock the door. You don't open it up again. And that's what United have gone. It's Dwight Gale with an easy chance. He puts it over the bar, and United get done on the bake again. It's 3v2. It's a joke. It's Sean Longstaff. It's his brother. He plays it into some Newcastle player who, funnily enough, is wearing black and white because that's what they wear. Oh, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. United are terrible. I don't think this lad's ever played for Newcastle since he scored against us a couple of months ago. They just pick him against United. He actually works as a postman normally. He's on work experience. He's just better than our rubbish midfield. It's 1-0. And if I wasn't surrounded by kids, I'd swear. It's awful. We might get a handball on the VAR. Somebody said. Additive says... Utter tripe, says Sally Devil Red 7. I don't know whether there's a VAR on it. I don't think there is. No, there isn't. It's 1-0. There's a couple of... No, there's no VAR because they've kicked off. Well, I'm disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm glad it's Christmas because I would be swearing like somebody if that wasn't... That is awful. They'd literally just had a chance just before that as well. That's what annoys me the most. They'd literally just had a chance right before that, and we've gone and let them score straight after. It's disgusting. It doesn't mean the game's over. But what really annoys me the most is that they really did have a good chance just before that, and there is nothing changing afterwards from United. Well, who said Newcastle were going to win? The girls at the back who don't watch football.
Not necessarily.
They're probably going to get it wrong.
But United are on the attack. Oh, it's cleared by Newcastle. Disgusting. I'm disgusted. And I've changed the score. That's all that matters. But I'm just... I need a large drink. Cannot believe this. We lose tonight. I'm going round Zane's for pizza and strippers. Says... I don't even know who said it. That's who, me. Red Baron, question for the kids. What's it like having a comedy genius as your dad? And Ginger Messi says alligator. That's Sean Longstaff's brother. I don't even know. I feel very disrespectful because I don't even know his brother. I don't even know Sean's brother's name. I don't know it. Let's pretend it's Graham Longstaff. Once again, we stink when we have most possession, says Don Island. Awful. Absolutely awful. I cannot overemphasise this enough, even though I've already said it 4 times and you don't need me to say it again. His name is Matty Longstaff. It's not Graham. But I can't overemphasise this already. They should have scored a minute before. They carved us open a minute before. And as I said, instead of putting the, you nearly get burgled, what do? Leave your front door open again. Clowns. They may as well be running around with makeup on and oversized boots. They are clowns. 1-0 down. And I think we've got a corner.
Don't do a short one again.
Yeah, don't. Good talk. Get involved more. Yeah, don't do a short one. And you know what? Everyone loves Fred and McTominay, but it's a midfielder scoring again. Greenwood. Oh, he did get the shot off. Mark, in the summer I said Maguire was overrated and too expensive. He played against pub teams in the World Cup and United were desperate. Woodward should be on crime watch for spending 80 million on him, to Zane Massey. Strong words from an Arsenal fan. And Humi says they soaked up half-hearted pressure for the first 20 minutes. 2 breakaways, warning signs. Bruce will tactically outclass Ollie. We're now relying on individual ability over tactics. Awful. And when Ollie realises 4-2-3-1 is losing his job, get Pogba on, play 4-3-3. It's Newcastle at Old Trafford, not Barcelona. Why do we need two holding midfielders? Very, very, very accurate statement there from Ryan FTW. What will happen in this game is what will happen all the time. We will get Pogba on. We'll start playing a hell of a lot better. Or we'll start attacking better. Here's Fred. Give it to Luke Shaw. What are you shooting from there, Fred? Fred Flintstone. Rubbish. What's he shooting from there for? 140 million on defenders, 14 games and no clean sheet, says Daniel Henkel. Well, give Daniel a clap. United are so bad, says Kensington. We are bad. We are bad. We are bad. We've had 76% possession, but it doesn't matter. I've always said that stats are a waste of time. And United, when they've had over 55% possession, have only won 8% of their games. It's irrelevant. Possession means nothing. Unless you own a house, and it's yours then. Who is in the big... Give him time. Mark, this is a horror show for your children, says Zane. They're used to it. And Newcastle nearly in again, and they've got a goal kick for United.
I thought Man United were good.
But where have you been for the last 6 years?
Start watching them after I saw them lose.
That's what not all real fans do, like me. Mark, can you give Gemma Hill and Gemma Page a shout out, please? Merry Christmas to you as well. Pal, says John Macaca. I don't know why I called him John Macaca. It's clearly just John Macca. Gemma Hill and Gemma Page, Merry Christmas to you. This is just the Watford game again. Well, look, get Pogba on and hopefully we can get back into it because we were 2-0, 2 goals down against Watford, weren't we? Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, we got a goal! Yes! Martial!
Change score.
Our longest run without a clean sheet since 1971. Give him time, says Alligator. Martial, give him time. Anthony Martial, goal out of nothing yet again. Sit down, Martial haters. He's got us a goal out of nothing. He's clapping. But I didn't see this really properly. Let's have a quick look who gets the assist with it. It's Martial again. Into Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. Laid off by Pereira. Good goal. Good goal. 1-1.
He's changed score.
Pereira lays it off. And it's Martial, bottom corner. Keeper probably should do a little bit better. But it's United 1-1. We do need to change the score, you're right. So, Mike, come on. This can be the kickoff to a proper result for Manchester United now. Martial, is that a goal for Martial? It is.
Yeah, my prediction's right so far.
Yeah, there's ages left.
I
You
know.
can't, don't stop trying to get a win when you're miles off. 1-1 after, what, 25 minutes? Mine could get right. 3-1.
Or his. What did you
No, he went 1-0. You're out.
You got a second prediction.
Why are we doing crosses? They're so bad and never works. More shots from outside the box as Man United boy 13. 1-1. Turnier Gorge. Good break there. Greenwood. Pereira. Greedy Pereira. He thinks he's it because he's just done a little bloody layoff.
Is it a corner?
No. Anthony Martial, 1 shot on target, 1 goal. Well, to be honest with you, I would say that United have been a little bit fortuitous to be back level in this game because they've played absolutely dreadful again, but it just shows you the opposition that we're playing against. Owen Chambers says, Mark, do you think Pogba will come on as a number 10 or a CDM? Also, hope he had a good Christmas. He's got to come on at some point. I mean, look, he might come on as a CDM. But United are getting a lot of space on the break here. Nice little ball into Martial. He's wide right at the penalty box. Cross comes in. Ooh, tell you what, if it beat the first man there, it's an easy chance for Rashford, but Newcastle have defended it quite well.
These things know ages, doesn't it?
I'm watching on a plane right now, Mark. This is a must-win. Matty Longstaff can't beat us this time, says Charles Crane. Tommy needs to be a bit careful here because that wouldn't be a second. Well, it could have been.
He just fell on the ground himself.
But Tommy has been booked already. He needs to be a little bit careful in that midfield. He could take McTominay off at half-time for Pogba, of course.
That would be clever.
Wait, was it?
Greenwood wasted on the right, says Rory Hartnett. Yeah, have a safe flight, mate, wherever you're flying to, Charles.
Was it?
26 minutes gone, 1-1 Manchester United. Newcastle soaking up a lot of pressure, hitting us on the break. To be fair, the goal was well worked against the low block. You know, we've got to say that. It was well worked. And Martial makes it 1-1. Keeper for Newcastle probably should do a little bit better.
What is Martial doing?
You know, if you draw, do you get 1 point?
Mm-hmm. It's a league game.
And then if you win, you get 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
And if you lose...
Which one of these kids are yours?
This one.
Pogba for Pereira, says Calvin Lee. Well, Pereira does have an assist. It was an easy assist.
It was an accidental assist.
Come on, you Pereira hater. It wasn't accidental. He did mean to do the 5-yard layoff, to be fair. McSauce is trying too hard, said a few people. You know what, Pereira's probably doing okay. United have got a 4v3 here. And it's Martial into Rashford. He might look to get a shot off. Over the bar. Greedy Rashford. Always the same with Rashford. He gets the ball from Martial. Doesn't look for the return pass. All he's thinking about is shooting.
That was a good counter-attack.
Watch Martial. Gives him the ball. Intelligent run on the overlap. Not even looking at him. I'm going to shoot and be greedy.
It's so hard to read all these comments.
Not even close.
You're gonna make them.
Philip Downey says, if we don't win this, Mark, we're doomed. I say we're doomed. We need a proper number 9, says Brian, even though he's just scored a goal. Yeah, Arsenal dropped points. Chelsea lost 2-0 to Southampton. They are trying too many shots, says Abanaf. We need composure in the final third. Sheffield United drew with Watford. Rashford's Ronaldo period is over, I guess, as fitness and script. I think Rashford's playing very, very well at the moment. I just think he does overcook the pudding sometimes. Sometimes just take it out the oven instead of, giving it a little bit longer. I think he's a bit selfish. Everton beat Burnley. We're playing Burnley on 24 hours. Half an hour gone. Quite a long half this has felt like, to be honest with you. Please do subscribe if you're new. This is quite long for United, to be honest.
Why is the time not right? It's 6 o'clock and it's only at 29 minutes.
Probably kicked off a little bit later. Jonathan Gallagher's eating his Christmas dinner and watching. It is a bit late. Stop messing about. We should be off. If you're bored, go. This is what supporting your club means, even when they're bad.
Not that bad, and it's just 1-1.
Decent. United are doing a little bit better at the moment, actually. They look more likely to get the second goal. Oh, Pereira again. Just shoots from anywhere. He's got no brain.
Then how is he alive?
Those sort of jokes are not going to work. You're dealing with adults, not 4-year-olds. Do you play Fantasy Premier League? No. And Pereira is wasteful, says Sata. He's very wasteful. Shouldn't be shooting from there. He did get the assist though, Pereira. We'll give him that. But United again, I think United's problem again is that the midfield battle is not being easy to win. Martial's down at the moment. I think he's just banged his head.
Oh.
Yeah, took one on the back of the head. Elbow.
That's a stunner.
1 PM in Canada. It's 1 PM in Canada.
Cool, no. That's a horrible mess.
Pogba needs to start, says Sahil Hassan.
Van Dijk.
Is he there?
He's on bench there, look.
With the orange bit?
Yeah, not the rubbish,
Yeah.
not Lingard, the rubbish one.
Lingard's good.
Oh, what? This is what you are exactly why Lingard exists. Why is Lingard good then? You know, this is why he's got all these followers. Awful on the pitch, but people think Lingard's good. Why is he good? Because he can dab. Have we ever been?
That's Pogba.
No, Pogba is good. Stephen Willocks, have we ever been more assured in centre back this season? I haven't been convinced at all. Ollie is so weak in his decision making. That's from Stephen Willocks.
What are you doing?
Trying to get away with this. It's fun for you more.
Luke Shaw failing to keep it in. Goes for a goal kick. 33 minutes gone. Pogba's not injured. Jaheim Fox, he played on Sunday and he's on the bench.
You know they're not yours. You just eat it.
Well, no one else is eating them. Are they yours?
No.
Lingard is good. Mark, you're failing in your job as uncle, says Steve Wynyard. I know, that's the most scariest thing ever.
Lingard is good.
Oh God, don't compound the fact that everyone thinks you don't know anything about football now. And Michael Duffy says, do you watch The Witcher yet, Mark? So did you like it? Also, happy Christmas and happy New Year to you and your family. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Michael. I started watching it. I'm going to wait till after Christmas, to be honest with you. Our playing style is non-existent. This is way too boring. Louis van Gaal was more entertaining. Ollie out now. I don't care. And that was from Irish Lad. And Varun Chander, thank you for the contribution. Ollie, get off your bottom, says Sion Williams. And United haven't got a corner. It's gone for a goal kick. I'll tell you what, I think Luke Shaw's played quite well.
Are you sure?
And Pereira is going to get a yellow card here.
You know what it's half time.
Yeah. Yellow card for Pereira.
You know, at half time, we're going to go off and we're going to come back on. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So we don't have to wait for ages.
Again, I think a little bit harsh on Pereira getting a yellow card for this. He's got every right to go for the ball, tries to kick the ball, doesn't get it.
Here he does.
No, but then that person put his leg in front of the other one, so then it's technically...
Yeah, it's not a yellow card, I don't think.
So many people are biased.
It's a strong breath.
He went for the ball. Time and time again being scored by lower league managers, says Skrinkuth Garmella.
Hello.
Farjad says that's not a yellow card, and I agree with him.
Same.
So I guess who just scored? Newcastle?
No.
Guess which player?
I know, Newcastle.
Be here all day.
Newcastle and Man United. Yeah, guess which player it was?
Goal! Yes! And it's Greenwood out of absolutely nothing, or Goodwood, or Godwood, or whatever you want to call it. It lands to him on the edge of the box. I think I need to keep picking my phone up, because every time I pick up my phone, United score. It must come from a defensive mistake by Newcastle, but it drops on the edge of the box, and Greenwood just smashes the backside off of it, and it's 2-1. Wand of a left foot appears in the live comments. Let's watch this back. It's back with the goalkeeper. He's in all sorts of problem. It's a poor ball out. It's terrible defending again, and Greenwood just gets out of his feet from 30 yards and smashes it. Don't know what the defender's doing. He basically passes it to Greenwood, who's running towards the edge of the box, who smashes it. It deflects a little bit in. It's 2-1, and it's Mason Greenwood with that left foot. It's like watching Van Persie. It's like watching Van Persie. It's absolutely superb the way he hits it. And Dark Knights is Green Santa Wood, and it's Mason Greenwood with the goal, and it's 1-0.
Your prediction might be right.
Yeah. It might be.
You need to turn the score.
I do.
Go on then.
And what's been a bit of a lethargic Manchester United first half actually will end with us hopefully going up 2-1 up. Well, we are 2-1 up, but going in ahead at half time.
Minutes.
Happy holidays, long live the United stance, Kendall Kirkland. And United have got a free kick here on the edge of the box now. And it's another yellow card, but this time it's to Newcastle. Yeah, definitely a foul. The counter-attack is now on to Steve Wynyard. Yeah, it plays into our hands perfectly now. Steve Bruce looks like he's at a funeral. You're not. You're Old Trafford and you're losing. And that's why I'd start Greenwood over Dan James. I think he just gives you more.
What's priority again?
I've got a free kick here for United, and I think Pereira's going to try and whip this, and keeper has to tip it over for a corner. Hi Mark. Robert Moore. No, they just want to watch it. It's fine. We've still got 8 minutes to go till half time with this one. United looking good. Can we get Pogba on the pitch now to kill it? Says Hiran Cantelal. I think actually he might, with United in front, he might think less about using Pogba, if that makes sense.
Well, it's better if he doesn't.
Subs there, yeah.
No, he's alright. Cross comes in. Ooh, Greenwood on the half volley over the bar. No, it's actually not Greenwood, it's Lindelof. Martial's press has created 2 chances for so far, says Ernest Tabari. I think you're absolutely spot on, Ernest. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, United stand. Lots coming up in 2020. Fan cams after this game. We're live for every game with a watch along. Got fan cams, previews, live every night at 8 o'clock. Lots to get involved in. Please do share the video as well. And you can subscribe by clicking the button in the bottom right hand corner. We'll have match reactions and fan cams for you after this one. United currently leading 2-1, which is obviously fantastic. We're going to try and get up to 602,000 subscribers today, so please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, Zach Healy is a new subscriber. Welcome, Zach. What a hit by Greenwood, says Jordan Ibe. And it's Greenwood into the box, and he puts it into the... Again, I mean, that's a cross into the danger area that nobody is attacking. And again, people would say, well, that's not a great cross, but I think it is. It's a good cross by Greenwood. He puts it into the perfectly the right position. And I just think Martial and Rashford are in the wrong positions again. No strikers in the box, says McAllen Bennett. Greenwood saves Ollie again, says JRude998.
Giroud.
You know someone who say gets it.
My prediction was 3-1 Balak Band TV. I mean, to be fair, Newcastle had them 2 chances. One just before they scored, and then one when they did score, and they've not really done anything since. There's a Newcastle player down here at the moment. Refs played it on. United might be able to take advantage. Wan-Bissaka! 3-1! Manchester United! Marcus Rashford from across from Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka actually does deliver a good cross there, and United do look home and hosed here. Lovely cross by Wan-Bissaka. He doesn't normally do that. And the referee is moaning about... Well, the Matty Longstaff is moaning about something. Dan was hoping we lost so we can sack Ollie and focus more on the Glazers, says Red Baron. I don't think they're going to review this goal. They might look back at it. There is an injury on the floor, but it's a lovely cross by Wan-Bissaka. We say he doesn't whip the cross in. Lovely cross. Rashford, lovely header. It'd be a shame if this is not a goal. I doubt that's going to be VAR reviewed.
If it is.
It's that ginger guy again.
You know what they're saying? What's VAR?
And it stands. It's 3-1 to Manchester United, and I'm very happy that that's been given because it's a very good goal from Manchester United, and it puts us comfortable now against Newcastle, who I don't know how they've let this game sort of slip away from them really, but they have done, and United have been very, very clinical when they've had the chances. So it's 3-1 to Manchester United. It's looking like game over already for them. But it's 3-1. A lovely goal. Gotta tweet it.
United will still lose.
3-1 is what I predicted. It could get even more.
Hopefully. Or 3-2.
Newcastle on the attack. Not really done anything in this game.
That was a bit pointless.
That's United on the break. I mean, this has been a typical example of Martial.
This one there.
Penno.
Well, we're looking at Penno there. It's not been given. Typical Manchester United sort of reaction to going 1-0 down.
Daddy, someone just did it. You know, one of those blue things.
Focus on the Glazers only and get better players, says DJ Rev Child. Young Mirage has great cross by Spider-Man. Well, it's good to see. I mean, to be fair, I've seen Luke Shaw putting crosses like that in. I've seen Mason Greenwood putting crosses like that in. It's actually more about the strikers getting after a cross. So I think Rashford there getting after that cross was very impressive because we haven't seen that. Mark prediction is right. The end is near, says Zahel Ibrahim. It's not going to finish 3-1 though, is it? Let's be honest.
I don't think they will bring Pogba on now.
Where is Zayn Gayassi now, says Cascade L. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Do I think Haaland will come, says Jordan Ibe? Yeah, I do. I think that Ollie has hinted at it so strongly that I'd be very, very surprised if we don't, to be honest with you. But you never know. You never know. So we're approaching half-time. United from 1-0 down, impressively back to 3-1 up. Not back to 3-1 up because it was 0-0 at the start, so they weren't ever 3-1 up. But comfortable. Second half, should be looking to make a few substitutions with another game to play on Saturday. 24 hours, 48 hours. Another 48 hours. United on the attack here. We might get another one. Pereira. Ooh. And it gets rid of that. Now Newcastle on the break. They've not really offered a lot on the break, to be honest with you. United's naivety to go 1-0 down is looking alright at the moment. And They've knocked the ball into space here. He's kept it on. Newcastle on the break. 1 minute of stoppage time already gone. Lindelof turned a little bit too easy there, and De Gea holds the shot from Joe Linton. And that should be about half time. Mark,
It's 2 minutes extra time.
seems the kids are lucky for Christmas, says Jishnu. Well, it's nice to see United 3-1 up, isn't it? It's at half time. I mean, you know.
By the way, Gerald says 2 minutes extra time.
Yeah. About 30 seconds left of the first half.
That might be
Fred, man of the match, just J2 music. I mean, has anybody really stood out for you in this half from United? I think it's been a good workmanlike performance from United. I think, you know, nice that the front three have all got on the score sheet, because if they're scoring goals, United aren't going to lose, are they? You know, lots of goals for the front three. Good goal by Martial to get us back into it. Greenwood jumping on the opportunity to make it 2-1. And then a very good goal from Rashford on the header makes it 3-1 at half-time to Manchester United. And 3-3 final score, says Johnson Matthews. I think United are looking comfortable. I think they are. And look, what I do think is that Newcastle are there for the taking, and but all these games are there for the taking. Everton at home was there for the taking. Watford away was there for the taking, but today United have taken the opportunity. I've got to be honest with you, I'm somewhat frustrated that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is still our manager. I think that I don't see this team getting any better, really. I just think that we've got so many good players. We will probably not lose 2 games in a row in the Premier League, but I don't see United going on a winning run with these set of players. I've got to be honest with you. But, you know, there is an opportunity again today that's been presented itself, with Chelsea dropping points and Arsenal dropping points. To get 3 points is very, very important for United today. And I think we're looking good for them. So, but pleased for Greenwood to get a goal. Pleased to see Rashford get. I thought that was the goal of the game, really. Rashford, lovely cross from Wan-Bissaka, and somebody actually attacking the ball. Kagawa is a legend, says Burryman, and Seymour Turner Jr. says Merry Christmas. We need a Greenwood emoji. We've got one. It's the one of a left foot, Seymour. So there you go. Longstaff scored again, but it's not been enough. Brian Clever. What would you say in the half-time team talk to the team when you're 3-1 up, says Dark Knight? Well, I think United look comfortable. I'd be very surprised. I don't think United have conceded 3 goals this season, so effectively the game is won. So if I was Ollie, I'd be looking at that second half and I'd be thinking, who do I need for Burnley? Who can I take off for Burnley? And I'd be looking at Fred and I'd be looking at McTominay, because asking them to play 2 games in 48 hours is bordering on ridiculous. So that's what I would be looking to do. Now, whether he does that or not is interesting to see, but that's what I would be doing. United don't concede 3 goals. They just don't do it. So they should be looking at resting some players in that second half and making some subs. I mean, do you want Mata to play away to Burnley? I certainly don't. Do you want to see Lingard playing away to Burnley? I don't. So I'd like to see maybe McTominay, who's on a yellow card, going off. I'd like to see Fred going off as well, and I'd like to see us resting some players for Burnley on Saturday, which is literally 48 hours away. So that's what I'd be looking at. I don't think United have conceded 3 goals this season. So, for them to get back into it would be hard. Mebthred says, imagine how higher in the table United would be if they didn't have their Special Olympics midfield. I do just think, as much as we've all been very impressed with McTominay and Fred this year, I do think that we struggle because of our midfield. I think the defence gets overloaded, and I think that the midfield, as much as they try hard, they're not good enough. I want to see us destroy, not park the bus this half, says Aaron Gillespie. Well, it would be an opportunity to go and boost the goal difference. I agree. We conceded 3 against Sheffield United, says David Carter. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, you're right. But I think from 3-1 up, I'd be very surprised. Paper in the cracks FC, says Red Baron, and Daniel Titan Henry. Thanks for joining as the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. I mean, look, in all honesty, what do you all think? What are you all thinking after that first half? I mean, it's comfortable from United to be 3-1 up, but I do also think that it's Newcastle at Old Trafford on Boxing Day. I would expect us to win this game, and I don't think that I've been massively impressed with United. I think the front three have done well, but I've not been massively impressed with us, to be honest with you. I just still think that we are going to be this team, and one of the things I wanted to talk about on the watch along, because I've not been live for a couple of days because of Christmas, is that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer actually said in his last interview it's about building a team for next season. This is a man who has written us off. He's written this season off and he's allowed to do it. It's disgusting. Just because he's an ex-club legend, he's still a legend, isn't he? But if Mourinho did this, people would be up in uproar. It's a disgrace that a manager of Manchester United has written this season off and said this season's about building a season for next season. I mean, on what planet is that ever acceptable? Liverpool are about to win their first title in 30 years and we're basically going... He's basically saying it's fine. We've written this season off. It's about next season. So our biggest rival can win their first league title for 30 years, but it's okay because we're thinking about next season. Well, maybe next season we don't bother as well. If we can write seasons off, maybe next season we don't bother as well. I think it's poor in all honesty. We're not playing Burnley on Sunday. We're playing them on Saturday. Check your facts out, Mem Dianas. It's on Saturday night. Greenwood or Martinelli? I say Martinelli, says Justin. Hey, I think they're both good players. I'm not going to get into those sort of things when they're both just starting out on their careers. So I think that I like them both. I think they're both doing well, and obviously I want Greenwood to be better. Pereira hasn't been better offensively. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Ollie's creating something, says Shabria Islam. Well, I'm glad that you think that. Can we win this season? Never so. What are you saying? Says Anthony Grant. Always nice to get coherent sentences. Pereira is poor for me, says Eric Tan. He's had a couple of opportunities, Pereira, where he just shoots from silly angles. 12 shots, says Hamza. I mean, look, digesting the goals as well. Martial's goal was a good goal. Nice ball in from Luke Shaw to Pereira, who laid it off and he hits it well. Keeper probably should do a little bit better. Second goal, sloppy defending by Newcastle. Greenwood pounces on it and hits it superbly. Deflects, but it's a lovely hit. And then the third goal was just a good goal. I thought the third goal was the best of the lot. Get it out wide to Wan-Bissaka, who actually does put a decent cross in for the first time in a while. And Rashford rises high to head it home. It's a good goal. Meb Third says you can't begrudge Liverpool their first title in 30 years. There are some grandparents on Merseyside that have never experienced it before. Well, any United fan's going to begrudge Liverpool anything. That's just the way it works. Glazers has let complacency be acceptable, says Anthony De Silva. And 3-1 at the moment, Mark, your prediction, we're going to pass it, says Matt of Darlow. Well, how many games stay the same score as they are at half-time? Quite a lot, actually, so I might be right. But ultimately, I predicted United win, and United are going to win. That doesn't happen or not. I said 3-1, says Dylan Brett. Mark, you're like the Grinch who stole Christmas. Tough review of Star Wars. Arsenal rubbish today, and now you are winning. Saying Miasi. Emily Mel says, my name's Dale, my legs are... I'm not reading that out, sorry. And we actually scored from a cross and a header, says Oman Deep. It wasn't quite a corner, but it will do. Please do subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. United Stand, we're live every night at 8 o'clock. Fan cams, match reactions, previews, transfer news, transfer daily starting very soon with the transfer window in January. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And join the United Stand community. It's fantastic. Hope you've all had a good Christmas. We're back to it from today, of course. Lots going on. United play Saturday night against Burnley. So we'll have a preview going up tomorrow. We're playing New Year's Day against Arsenal. We're playing on a week on Saturday against Wolves in the Cup. Midweek, we're playing Man City in the Carabao Cup. So the games come thick and fast. Mark, would you put Pogba on for McTominay in the second half? Says the Kill Man Go Mad. Yes. Yeah, I think, you don't want... The thing is, if McTominay gets a second yellow, he misses Saturday anyway, so it makes sense to take him off, plus Pogba needs the minutes. Lucky not to be 2 down before we woke up. Only an emphatic second half will do. Lindelof looks shaky, says James Parker. I think Maguire and Lindelof look shaky, to be honest with you. Martial, man of the match so far, says Safe Rahman. I think Martial's been fantastic. And the interesting thing about Martial that not many people will pick up on is that actually, if you look at the goal for Greenwood, it's his press high up the pitch that forces the mistake. So, you know, Martial is... All this lazy talk is lazy, to be honest with you. What does Ollie take from this game besides he picked the team, says Emmanuel Little? Oh, Ollie thinks he's a bloody genius anyway, let's be honest with you. You know, Ollie's got to go and win lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of games for people to really start respecting him again as a potential Manchester United manager. And I'm not even being dismissive as Ollie as a manager. I just think that that's the truth, isn't it? He's got a long way back because this season has been rubbish. So he's, you know, winning today is a step. He's got to make many more steps than that. The point of my last comment was to mock Scousers, says Meb Third, who have grandkids age 30. That's rare, obviously. It's a common thing in the East Midlands. And great comeback so far, but we only seem to do it when there is no pressure on. Unfortunately, we need to win all our games now. Let's hope we can keep it going in the second half. Come on, lads, says Dennis O'Mahony. And welcome to Filma Darouche, the latest member of the United Stand Members Club. I don't see a way back for Southampton, but Pogba is warming up at half-time. So we may see Pogba in the second half. I hope we do, because I think he's a player that would certainly improve us. And he needs some minutes. Really happy for Greenwood with that goal, says Sam Holt. Yep. Jordan Such, give United, Spurs and Chelsea are so inconsistent. Do you see a team like Wolves getting top 4? It could. I'm actually surprised by Chelsea, to be honest with you. I can't believe that they've dropped as many points as they have. It's been amazing. Sorry, just logged on. Who are the people at the back? I would change Pogba and Matic for Fred and McSauce. What do you think? Rashford header, says Bradley. You'll do well to change Matic on because he's not even on the bench. Bench options, as far as I remember, are Romero, Jones, Young, Mata, Pogba, Lingard and James. So there is no Matic. It's Christmas time, so you know we're not using the green screen. We're just family watching the match. And first time we score 3 goals in first half. First time Mark streaming with kids. Coincidence? Can we score 5 goals first time in 6 years? I hope she takes over. Stepancha Kumar. Yeah. And Wan-Bissaka plays well, says Daniel Mazzara. I think Wan-Bissaka plays well most games, doesn't he? He's just he just doesn't normally get something in the final third, and that's something he can develop. And I tell you what, if he puts crosses like that in the future, well, he's a fantastic centre right back defensively. He can start putting assists to his game. He's going to be the best full-back in the world, isn't he? And I said that with moving my lips. You know, he will be one of the best right backs in the world because he's already one of the best right backs in the world defensively. So yeah, happy with that. Alex McMahon says, happy with score, should happen more often, honestly. Thank you, pal. And we've done that as well. Only Rashi and Aaron has improved by training, says Anthony De Silva. And Greenwood can't be dropped after this, says Quan Burke. Well, I've said this before. I don't see why James is getting picked over Greenwood. I much prefer Greenwood, and I think that hopefully that will be the case. I'm sorry, but Ollie still has to go. It's his fun time with Babi Zainab. Does anybody disagree with that?
No.
Oh, I don't.
I don't.
They don't. He's the manager.
Who was that?
Not one of you lot. Greenwood will be our first hat-trick scorer since RVP, says Adam Adley. Well, I don't know. I think Rashford's quite doing well at the moment. We could have a second half hat-trick, a Christmas second half hat-trick. I can't remember the last one.
Oh, 6-1.
Was it Van Persie in 2000 when we last won the title? And Female Derouge says, I bet Woodward is watching and thinking this is a manager masterclass by Ollie. Shows his lack of football brains he has. Oh, yeah, Woodward doesn't got a bloody clue. You could put FIFA on his telly and he'd think it was the real thing. Rashford should have had a hat-trick. So many chances, says Element.
That would be an element of surprise.
I've already done a compilation of my match reactions. It went up on Christmas Day morning, so check the channel out if you've not seen it. Did Chelsea make many changes to their team today for this game against Southampton? I think that's always a relevant point when people are playing 2 games in 48 hours. And the Chelsea lineup, if I can just tell you it, would be all the more concerning if they picked their first team. And they didn't really. Kante, Jorginho, Hudson-Odoi, Willian, Abraham. They did pick a lot of their first teamers. No Kovacic, no Mount was on the bench. But that's a good 3 points for Southampton. So it is.
I actually really like Kante. He's a good player.
He's arguably one of the best CDMs in the world.
He's the only decent CDM in the world, I think.
So, Pogba's coming on second half, which to me makes a hell of a lot of sense. And I would imagine it's for McTominay. So he's going to play him in the deep CDM role. Yeah, Pogba on, McTominay off. That makes a lot of sense to me because McTominay did have a little bit of a knock in the first half. He's also, 2 games in 48 hours means that McTominay hopefully can play at the weekend as well. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I would agree with that.
We're back on.
Final Frontier. The girl behind you looks bored as hell. Sing a song. Obviously not a football fan. Well, she knows where the door is. This is a football stream.
Olivia.
She doesn't even realise it about her.
Anyway, we've kicked off in the second half.
Yeah, she's got her things in.
Yeah, your face does look bored.
No, because she's listening to music.
Pogba's in, says Cian Williams. Pogba, Mustafa, Hayat. Lingard's best performance so far, says Mebthird.
New coconut.
Sharanthas Pagaria says that it's going to be 5-2 full time. Will Pogba play number 10, says Lynn Hall. Hope you had a good Christmas, Lynn. And this is an exciting lineup, says Ayan. So, Pogba is playing more advanced because Pereira's dropped deeper. Oh, no. I'm looking at the pitch the wrong way. Pogba's playing deep next to Fred. He's playing in the McTominay position. Pereira's playing still as the number 10. So, yeah. Andrew Ellis says he wrote Ollie off in September. He's a PE teacher. So, how many can we get second half? What do we think?
1.
One more.
How many what?
Goals.
2. Well, I don't know who. 2.
I don't know. I say like 3.
Ooh,
Actually, I think Man United are going to win 5-1.
you've never watched United before.
Or
Got
2.
home late for the kickoff tonight, and as soon as I turned in, Martial scored, says Sam Holt. Hi to your young'uns, Mark. Have a Merry Christmas, says the Turbo Warrior. Ollie's new tactic is getting Greenwood to score early on, so the counter is open, says Rapid. 4-1 full time. A lot of people saying 4 and 5-1. I don't see a way back for Newcastle, so I think that actually does make a lot of sense that United maybe get 1 or 2 more. Pogba's playing quite deep in this game, which I don't think gets the best out of Pogba, but it's going to be interesting to see, isn't it? I think Pogba, when he came on against Watford, played with a lot more licence up front. Greenwood's won it back here on that right-hand side. It's a Wan-Bissaka. Nice little roll off there. And Pogba playing more advanced, which is good to see. United have been very good at penning Newcastle in this game, but there is a bit of a break for Newcastle here. Well in by Harry Maguire there. And the crap pass. Sorry.
What's wrong with
Well, technically it's probably abuse.
He looks cross.
That's Steve Bruce.
Yeah, I know.
Looks a bit like Brent.
Me?
Yeah.
He's had way more pies than I've had.
You've both got grey hair.
I ain't got grey hair. United passing it out front back. Luke Shaw into Rashford. Would be interesting if we win today, which we should do, and then we beat Burnley on Saturday. Going to Arsenal, who again haven't bounced with a new manager in charge. And Amos has an interesting theory. He says that Ames Adamson says maybe Ollie's not playing Pogba because he knows he'd improve us immediately. I think he's probably keeping Pogba back for Burnley, actually, which is on paper a tougher game.
Why?
Nice ball forward there. Newcastle just don't look able to cause United any problem. Again, there's another crappy pass. I think that's the same player who gave us the assist on the Greenwood goal, just passing it to Wan-Bissaka there. Some of Newcastle's defending has been shocking in relation to releasing the pressure. And United should... Pogba. Oh! I thought that was going in, and so did he. Came to him about 35 yards out, he hit it, and keeper was diving. And when the keeper dives and doesn't get it, you think, that's a goal. And it wasn't far off.
He's got a good shot on him, hasn't he?
Good trajectory, but no, it's just gone wide. Marquis Norman thought it was in. Marquise Norman. Ollie again, sat on his bottom.
You know when they score, why doesn't Ollie stand up and like cheer like all the other coaches?
Too cool. He doesn't get too excited when we win, and he doesn't get too sad when we lose. And this is a goal! This is a goal!
Yeah.
What are Newcastle doing? It's 4-1 to United, and it's Martial. Yes! I wanted it to be Martial, not Rashford. No, he's got two. But, I mean, look, this is hilarious defending by Newcastle. It's a Christmas Day treat. I don't even know. Sean Longstaff. Do not sign Sean Longstaff. Awful. Does he already play for us? I don't even know where it came from. It's just a stupid... Well, it's a good goal from United. Ollie's now smiling. Oh, look. I'm a genius. You're not. But 4-1. Longstaff. I don't even know what happens here. Let's watch it back. Oh, my life. Longstaff with a Steven Gerrard assist. Passing it to Martial. And it's 4-1. Well, you're right so far. It's not over yet. There could be more. There could be more. Make a couple more subs now, I say, Ollie.
Get some of the players off your saving for the next game.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 4-1 to United. And I don't think United have played actually that well. I think they've been clinical, but if you think about it, 2 of the goals have been handed to us on a plate. 3, if you think about Martial's first. But confidence breeds confidence. And it could get embarrassing for Newcastle, who I think heads will drop a little bit now.
They haven't got 4-1 since last season, have they?
Wait, where are they on the leaderboard?
We can go to 7th if we win.
No, like where are Newcastle?
They're at the same point as us. They're on 20.
I tell you what, on a serious note though, how the hell were we ever trying to sign Sean Longstaff in the summer? I've seen him play twice this season, both against United, so you'd think he'd raise his game. He's atrocious. He's absolutely atrocious. So, Martial with that Eddie Murphy grin, Sean Finity. But United are just playing with real confidence now. They could win 7-8-0 here. Nice ball in. And ref's giving a foul.
2.
Then I expect.
When was the last time we saw a Manchester United hat-trick, says Baloo. I think the last United hat-trick was Van Persie against Aston Villa in 2013, I think. April 2013. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but... yeah. There's a Newcastle player down injured there at the moment. And Fumeur de Rouge says, Ollie's smile irritating, sit down and stop pretending it's your work. This is Newcastle playing like a local Diamond Australia League side. Ha. And Ollie is the one, says head ass.
What even happened to this player?
Oh, Zlatan got a hat-trick against Saint Etienne. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about Premier League, like, you know, hat-tricks in the bloody Europa League don't count. Emily Mel, my legs are... I can't believe this. Get rid of that filth. This is the same chance Lingy missed last week, says Ernest Taberi. And... what do we got? Still, Newcastle player isn't back. Pereira is crap. Greenwood was wide open to shout it out. 79. Come on, you Gunners, says Jacob Skills. Yeah, you might want to check the score, mate. We're going to be 5 points ahead of you tonight, which is good. I didn't want to be going to the Emirates with them having a chance of going above us. So, be very happy with that. Yeah, answers on a postcard, but last Premier League hat-trick, I think, was Villa. Van Persie. Whether you like Ollie or not, the players are playing for him. Didn't see that under Van Gaal, says John. John Peresh. Yeah, I don't think that's ever been in doubt, John. I've said this numerous times that the players are definitely playing for Ollie. I don't trust these players anyway. I'm not going to be, you know, a flip-flop and say that Watford was a disgrace and then a few days later you beat Newcastle at home and, oh, you know, everything's great again. You can't flip-flop until you get some consistency. And consistency is the word that United really do struggle with. But we needed the 3 points today. I'm just going to have a quick look at the table. So we would go up to 7th. We're only going up to 7th if we win, to be fair. We go up to 28 points. 4 points off top 4. Wolves, of course, play tomorrow against Man City, where they probably won't win. So we should stay in 7th. The nice thing is it puts us 4 points ahead of Arsenal. So they will not... Well, it depends who Arsenal... Arsenal are playing Chelsea next, which is a massive game, actually. I presume that is on... Saturday. Well, I think it's called, yeah. Sunday, Arsenal Chelsea at 2 o'clock. Pogba. Ooh, straight at the keeper. Didn't Ollie want this Longstaff fella, says Red Baron. Yeah, he's rubbish. He's absolutely rubbish. He's rubbish.
His hands in the keeper.
Anybody still Ollie out? I'd be disappointed if you're not. You can't be a flip-flop like that. Remember, I never was. So I'm not saying that talking about myself here, but many of you were Ollie out after the Watford game, so you surely can't change your opinion because we're beating Newcastle 4-1 at home.
Is that sarcasm?
No, that's not sarcasm. There's facts.
Oh. Goal. Oh, what?
What a miss! Rashford here. Oh, he's offside anyway. He gets into 1-1. He rounds the keeper. There's 2 people on the line. He gets a little bit cocky and he passes it wide. But he scored a very good header in the first half, and he is offside. I'm still Ollie out, says Roy Keane. Simply the best. Nice to get 3 points at Christmas, though. Ollie said he's building for next season. So what is the goal for next season? Top 6 most likely, says Joe Stanley. Oh, it's disgusting. I'm not going to not say that in my match reaction, by the way, because it's the first time I've really been live since Christmas, and that comment was disgusting. I don't care whether we've won today or not. It's not acceptable. You can't say that.
Say what?
That United are trying to build a team for next season. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. Let's see how we're doing actually. United looking home and hosed in this game. 4-1 up at Old Trafford. I don't think Newcastle have actually had a shot since their goal. Ollie out. Freddie's top class. Is fun time with baby Zanib. Subscribers wise, we're trying to get to 602,000. We're only 150 away, so please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner if you are new. Lost my AirPods in the Jaguar. Any tips? Says Ovo Aubrey Graham. I think those AirPods are dangerous, really. I think they need to invent them back with wires on them. Then, if you drop them, you know where they are. You're paying a lot of money for something that's easier to lose.
Balls.
Pardon? It's true.
Well, if it's still, we can put them both on there. You can listen and see if you can hear any music.
But why not just have them with wires? I don't get the point.
Because wires.
You could just connect them and then see if you can hear any music anywhere, and then you'll find them.
You know, if you got ones with wires on them and you cut the wire off, would it be AirPods?
No, because there's no Bluetooth in them.
So United looking comfortable anyway. Could be another goal. Oh, he's at the inside of the post. I think it was Martial on his hat trick there. 30 yards out.
Yeah, it was.
It was Martial. He's at the bottom of the post. He deserves his hat trick, Martial. We're looking at our first Premier League hat trick since RVP. It's been way too long. That's what we need to get from this game. A Martial hat trick. Would love to see it. You'd love to see it. Thanks from Hong Kong, says Andy Killed. Yeah, very different stream today. As I say, it's Christmas, so none of the green screen nonsense. It's Christmas is about family, so we're just doing a stream. Normally go live an hour before kickoff. Did it half an hour before today because it's about providing you with the watch along that you always get on the United Stand, but in a more relaxed environment. So thanks everyone who's joined in. Some of you may not have bothered because it's Christmas. I dig that. I get it, but obviously. We got fan cams coming up for you as well. We've had the same team that was 3-0 up all season, says Biggie third. And Martial's been unreal today, says Roy Keane, simply the best. He has. He's been fantastic today. But typical United really. Bad result, bounce back. Good result, drop in the cellar. I think Ollie's getting a fatter paycheck the longer he plays this future crap as the owners bleed United dry then sell, says Fumer Darouche. Yeah, I think Martial's been brilliant today, but will he get the praise from the punt ex-players?
You just score.
No. Nearly hit the post. Not a new member.
What?
You got a new member.
Oh, we've got a new member. And his name is Eric Mugushi. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the United Stand Members Club.
That blue thing.
Yeah, I'll get it. Ollie the Helmet Warrior says Fuma de Rouge.
Oh, Rashford's been still for Lingard.
Lingard's on. Oh, God. Trying to get Lingard to score a goal in a stat pad game. Half an hour. It's been a long second half, hasn't it? But Rashford's going straight down the tunnel. That's what. I'm a new member, says Skooge Kashif. No, you're not. Is B injured still, says Roy Widner. I think he's back training, but obviously he's not back ready. Retro Furry says it's a smart substitution to get Lingard on and Rashford off. Yeah. Get another one done as well, I think, because we'd like to see some of these players playing on Saturday night against Burnley.
Why is Burnley going to be a harder game?
Well, because it's away.
What? I don't get it. Why are they better at home than away?
Because of the support.
Yeah, he's got it.
Why is support?
Because there's
It gives you
75,000, and you're used to playing on the pitch, and you've got 75,000 people supporting you. Well, they are, but like if you were going to school and doing a test in your classroom, you're going to be far more comfortable than going to a school where everyone's going, "Shut up, you're rubbish." You know?
I can't hear people saying that.
Well, they might. Yeah, well, that's the home and away advantage, isn't it? Can we still make top 4, says Warren Moses. I'll throw it to the live comments. Can we still make top 4? They think so. They're getting excited.
We could if we win the next game.
We need to go and win about
10.
We need to win a lot of games.
To get into
I don't think we'll make top 4. I said it at Christmas, before Christmas. I don't think we'll make top 4 because you look at second half of the season, we've got to go Stamford Bridge, we've got to go Emirates, we've got to go Anfield, we've got to go Old Trafford, Man City, we've got to go White Hart Lane or whatever they call it now. We've got a lot of away games, tough.
Have we got any home games?
Yeah, we've got some home games, yeah. But we've played a lot of the good... Leicester, we've got to go Leicester.
How are Leicester ahead of Man City?
They won't be for long. Leicester are playing Liverpool tonight. Would just like to say thank you to all providing content for the United Stand. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you. Good win. Good with the win today, says Ollie Morton. Iceland. Hopefully Liverpool will lose. I'd love to see Liverpool lose tonight. I still think they're going to win the title anyway. But I would love to see them lose. I think Arsenal fans want to see them lose more than anything because of the Invincible trophy wrapped in a Yorkie wrapper. But United looking like they're going to be the most likely to score. Newcastle, awful, really. I think the only way Newcastle were going to win this game is 1-0.
Do you think the babies are coming with their Manchester United kit?
Nah. Come here, Seb. Watch yourself on the telly then.
Let Max come and sit
Oh, look,
on
Max,
here.
you're there.
Let's
Come
go
let
that. That one.
Max
Maxie, come here.
Maxie can't be seen.
Hello. Say hello.
Hello.
Red Devils. The Red Devils. Hello. Look, wave at yourself on there. And we scored a goal as well. We've just missed a goal. Yeah. Oh no, we haven't. They were showing a replay of a goal as they subbed off Martial in a hat trick. Oh well. Oh well. You're off now. Bye bye.
Bye.
No.
Boys.
So Matters on for Martial.
That doesn't really matter.
See you later, boys.
More of that and you can come on again. Martial's just doing some high fives. It's a shame Martial's gone off because that could have been our first hat-trick in ages. But it's not going to happen.
Has anyone else scored 2 goals?
No. But Martial will play against Burnley now, you would think.
The blue thing.
Do a Leicester United preview with the blue van man, says the Phil 668. I don't know when we're playing Leicester though. I don't know when we're playing Leicester.
Look at the games, you might find out.
I think we'll make top 4 because Chelsea and Arsenal are worse than us, says Saprino. Kids
United
look
still
bored.
on top.
£5 for the one who does the best Goldbridge impression, says Albie. Yeah, but I'm in control of the revenue, so.
What did they say?
They're never going to give us... Oh,
Matter.
he really doesn't matter.
22 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get 102,000 subscribers. Please do subscribe if you're new. You can share the video as well. Remember.
You might be happy, have a look.
We're still 100 subscribers away from 602,000. Bottom right hand corner, please do subscribe. And I can confirm that United are playing on Saturday night, not on Sunday, as somebody said in the first half. It's going to be on Saturday night. Scores and fixtures. Oh, did Forest play today? They won 2-0 against Hull.
Well, see them in the Premier League.
No. Leeds are losing to Preston. Good. Derby drew with Wigan. Good. Let's have a look at Notts County. I don't even know what league they're in anymore. They won 3-0 against Maidenhead in the National League. Solihull Moors drew 2-2 with Chesterfield.
Oh, I know Solly.
Yeah, United are playing at 7:45 on Saturday.
Can't remember, we went there once.
I've been there loads of times. Friday pictures.
Chambon.
Why did you
Bug boom.
Brent Lee Siddiqui says a Lingard goal would be an icing on the cake. It would also be a bloody miracle, mate. He's awful. Be good for his confidence. I'd love to see it, but no.
I thought he used to be good.
Yeah, I did. About 2 years ago.
When did Lingard last score a goal?
Well, before you were born.
Really? So 10 years ago.
The last time I saw him,
No, he did score. He has scored goals. I think he has scored.
Oh, no, actually, no.
I didn't know he scored since the England game. It's the last time I saw him score. I can't remember when he actually.
United are surely going to get another goal though. It's been domination from Manchester United today. Easy work as.
What about if Newcastle came back and beat 5-4 to us?
Yeah, it's not FIFA. I'm not playing in from 4-1 down.
Well, that hasn't happened.
Yeah, but I always give you a head start. I've never told you that
No,
before.
you
I do.
You
I always
do.
give him a 2-0 lead and
You
then I
always
see
get
what
so
happens.
lucky.
You don't, you're just saying that.
No, stop sticking up for him.
I know.
You just
Go,
say
go, go, go! Go, no.
You're saying that to your stream just because you're embarrassed that you lost to me.
Yeah.
They've seen me stream FIFA. They know.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah,
They know it. They know it.
You're really bad. Imagine losing to me.
when
I
I
haven't
played
played in
it,
about
you're
a
like,
year.
you're losing. And
I've beaten you at this Christmas.
yeah, and he's beating you right
No,
now.
but recently, I'm the biggest winner.
I've beaten you 5 times and you've beaten me twice.
No, you beat me twice and I beat you 3 times
No,
this Christmas.
no, because
That was in your dreams.
didn't you win? No, William won.
I don't dream about FIFA, I can tell you that.
You won. He won on New Year's Eve and got 5. No, not New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, and got £10, and then you won the £10 back. So
No,
Yeah.
I won £20.
No, you didn't win it.
Yeah, I did. I won 2
won
games in a row.
And then I've won 4 in a row. Because I've told everybody in the first half, because you always scam it. This is a person who, when he plays FIFA, he always beats Barcelona, right? And then when you play him, as long as if you don't get Messi on the ball, he's rubbish. Everything he does is Messi, because Messi can score from anywhere on FIFA. and that's all he does. So I beat him at his own game. I went, right, what beats Messi? Ronaldo. So I started being Ronaldo. He starts having tantrums and getting people sent off like a loser.
What? No.
2 games.
What?
2 games. He had 2 people sent off
You're-
because Ronaldo schooled him.
You got all the players sent off.
I didn't get anyone sent off.
Yes, you did.
No,
You
I'm disciplined.
You got
mate.
a foul against Messi and got a red card.
I didn't get any red cards.
Yes,
you
you
did.
did.
Petulance of youth.
guy's
Good
a
old
liar.
Fosters. Haven't seen that can in 20 years. Says female. Yeah, but it's not mine. It's not. We're not at my house. It's your dad's Fosters, isn't it? He likes Fosters.
What are Fosters?
Juan.
And I've always beat him at table tennis. I played him at table tennis the other month, and
I beat you this
in,
morning,
Halloween.
No, he.
Halloween. He was like this. Oh, I play table tennis all the time with my mates. I'm brilliant. I'll go easy on you. I haven't played table tennis in about 20 years, and I smacked him up.
No,
Yeah,
and we played earlier and I beat him 11-6.
But
so.
can I just say, technically, a game of ping pong is to 25. What was the score?
No,
9-6.
a professional
9-6.
A professional game
And I had to go to the
is
pub.
to 11, so
No,
you had to go to
you
the pub.
didn't have to.
No,
you
it
could
is to 11.
have. You could have waited.
But you just wanted to go because you were losing so bad.
Yeah, you didn't want to lose.
No, I'll get you back down on after this.
Okay.
Okay, I'll destroy you.
No, you've not destroyed me at anything.
Yes,
I'm better than
you have.
anything at you.
No, you're not.
Benny says, when the kids asked what you do for a living, do they say you're a YouTuber? I think that's cool, says Benny. Yeah, I'm not really a YouTuber though.
I say blogger or vlogger.
I'll say disgrace.
Kids shredding Goldbridge about his FIFA and ping pong. Best stream of the season since Alligator. Yeah, but you've got to respect them, haven't you? You can't really destroy their hope in life. They'll get that when they're older.
I'm not.
Angry Brother says, yep, I'm not having kids. This is it. It's it. The truth is that they're just ganging up on me, but
No.
That's not very hard.
Paul Gill says, give him his $9.99 because he beat you at FIFA. I would have loved to have seen you rage over lose. I don't.
He got so
I
mad.
just went and had some Christmas pudding and went, that's fine.
No.
You're messy.
It took us ages
Scammer.
to clean it. It took us ages to clean up that Christmas pudding off the floor.
Wait, what happened?
Scammer.
He threw the Christmas pudding on the floor and I beat him.
This is all lies. Anyway, you can tell how good the game is. It's getting really good now.
He wouldn't want to rematch on stream because he's scared.
You couldn't stream because your Wi-Fi is about as fast as a dead frog.
That's just because it's in the room where it's ages away from
Sort it
the
out with a one-on-one stream. I'll pay to watch that. I will do it. I will do the live stream of a FIFA game. But he needs to get Wi-Fi better than a dead cat.
What? I'm better than you, so be quiet.
No, but they want it. They want it. And I'm happy.
I'll do it.
Why don't you do one tonight?
We will.
Live.
Anyway, United are winning 4-1 here, and you can tell it's we get bored of United when they're rubbish, but actually Newcastle have been awful. This is just United are a cruise control at the moment. I think we're going to go 5-1. Do we fancy a 5-1?
I actually think 6-1 for some reason.
Oh. As long as no one says 4-1, we're all right.
4-1.
Oh no,
4-1
4-1 works. 3-1.
I reckon 5-4 to Newcastle.
Well, it's just not really.
That's what it's going to be. It'll be 4-1 to you in the FIFA game.
You've
I'll
already
destroy
jinxed
you.
it now. You've already jinxed it.
There's not enough time.
There's like 15 minutes.
3497 Shirley says Pogba's been shocking. Oh,
Once
he's
Solihull
playing in a deep
Moors-
role, isn't he?
Once Solihull Moors were winning like 3-1, and then
Yeah.
last 10 minutes.
FA Cup.
Last 10 minutes they lost 4-3.
Once Brent was winning.
For,
Oh wait, that was a couple of years ago. You're just not very good at FIFA, are you, Brent?
No, you've had your little joke now. Like, I actually am good at FIFA, and to be honest with you, I don't even think your game is FIFA 20 because when I think you've got some market Poundland car boot sale version because it is not the normal game I play.
What?
It's like
What are you talking
I'm
about?
playing in Porridge. Lingard on, and I can't see his scoring if he's involved. Says Fuma Darouge. Some cracking comments from that person tonight. Please do subscribe if you're new. Very different stream today, but we are 50 subscribers away from 602,000.
Are you talking
This isn't
about-
the normal sort of watch along we do. It's just Christmas, so we're doing something a little bit different.
What are you talking about? Poundland game.
in trouble now. You're going to get in bedtime after this. Loser. Man United 2. We need one more goal, says Owusu. Kurt Kaduff has just subscribed to the channel. Thank you. We very rarely score 5, says Danny. I'm a little bit sad that Martial was taken off. I would like to see him get the hat trick. How many kids do you have, Mark? Says Jacoby Robinson. 3 that I know of. Oh, what a hit! Who was that? I think it was Harry Maguire. Good hit, and the keeper really had to stretch to save that. Maguire very close it was, says Tade. I don't like Pogba in the deep line midfield position though. I really don't. And I think we've seen evidence today that maybe that's what he's looking to do. McTominay coming off for Pogba was the right thing to do, but I'm a little bit worried that that's where we're going to play Pogba. I want to see Pogba playing more advanced. But you know, United should have had at least 2 more goals because Newcastle have done nothing. Like they've been really pegged in. Lily just wants that slab head goal. I know, if you'd said to me in the summer when we signed Maguire he wouldn't have scored by Christmas, I'd have been very surprised. Still 10 minutes to go. Comfortable 3 points for United, but it gets interesting after today, really, because we go away to Burnley, we go away to Arsenal, we go away to Wolves in the Cup, and then we go away to City. Actually, I don't know if we go away to City. I'll have a look on that one. I think we might play City at home. We can find out with the wonders of modern technology. Can hear this is the way. We'll turn that off, we'll get a copyright strike.
You mean serious?
Yeah, where is it? I'll close the door.
Copyright for that?
Yeah, probably not, but it's just irritating. So United's next few fixtures are... We've got Burnley. We've got Arsenal, Wolves. No, we're at home to Manchester. We're home to Man City on Tuesday the 7th. They come thick and fast in January, you know. We've got Burnley on Saturday, Arsenal on Wednesday, Saturday Wolves away in the Cup, Tuesday home to Man City in the EFL Cup, home to Norwich, away to Liverpool, home to Burnley, away to City. He's always got a game that's going to keep him in a job, though. He'll lose to Liverpool. Oh, I've beaten Burnley at home. Oh, I've lost to Man City. Who have I got at home next? Oh, I'm at home to Wolves. Away to Chelsea, Bruges, Watford. He's always got a job to keep. He's always got a game to keep him in a job, Ollie. Lingard booked. No, it wasn't Lingard who got booked. It was Yedlin.
Why?
Because he's a cheat.
Maddie, just take your hat off and you can see.
Can you put that up there, please? Put that up there, please. Can you put that up there, please? Lingard did nothing but get booked. He didn't get booked, Sans. It wasn't even him who got booked. Who wants Ollie in or Ollie out?
Out.
Ollie out.
Ollie out.
Ollie out.
Ollie in.
Ollie in.
Actually, no, Ollie. No, I didn't.
Actually, no, Ollie out. Ollie out.
Ollie
I don't know
out.
anything about
They're
it,
all
so-
Ollie out, except for me. I'm Ollie in.
No, I swear you said before.
Don't tell them what I say off air.
No, I mean in this game, at the start, you said that.
I don't think he's good enough, but I wouldn't get rid of him.
I thought that was the goalkeeper then.
Ten minutes to go, everybody. It's been a good stream. Please do subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 602,000 subscribers today. We will be live in 48 hours. We're only 15 subscribers away from 602,000. So if you have subscribed, please click the share button underneath. If you haven't subscribed, bottom right hand corner, we should go through to 602,000. Then Ollie's job is like the drop zone: 1 win, 1 month up.
Why don't
Says
you
Fima Darish.
add a sub counter to your stream?
I normally do, but I have got a subs counter. I can show you it. I can show everybody it. In fact, because this is not our normal studio. This is. See? Sub counter. And I sit there. But today... we're there. Ollie in, says Ali Hujat Gadisi. Not gonna lie, it's like 4-1. This game is hella boring, says Joshua. I mean, look, I'll talk about it in my match reaction, but it's not a surprise to me today. I predicted we would win. And I think you do get weird results at Christmas. Borden owner's out, Ollie isn't good enough, says the Feel at 6688. But you do get weird results at Christmas, and you know, everybody's got to play 2 games in 48 hours. It's a weird time, and I think United, you know, you get a terrible result, and United don't tend to get 2 terrible results in a row. It's what keeps Solskjaer in a job. Look, sure. It's what keeps him in job, people. Fred, man of the match. Not for me. I'll give you my man of the match afterwards. Have you lot been watching it long enough to be able to give yourself a man of the match?
Yeah.
Who?
No,
Martial.
not yet.
Martial?
Martial.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say as well.
Oh, well done. I bet nobody believes you, but there you go. Martial?
No, because how can you change your mind?
Oh, you've got 602k.
Oh, we've hit 602,000 subscribers. Thanks, everybody, for that. See? You've done well. We've gone with the Ute vote. Probably got some Ute. United with a free kick. Oh, they're going to whip it into Harry Maguire. He's having a chat with Lindelof. Nice for Greenwood to get 90 minutes. Fred. Headed away. Still got it. Pereira. Fred. Wan-Bissaka.
They're just losing it.
Can you go back to the comments?
Yeah, I'm going to go back in a minute. But towards the end of the game, you have to start setting up the reaction stream as well.
Yeah.
It's not for sure that yet, Brent.
What?
It's not for sure that.
Oh, it's not, you're right. Never say never. A lot of people leaving, look, empty red seats. We will have fan cams going up for you after the game as well. Be interesting to see what people such as Saeed have got to say. Resolute, Ollie Outers. Will they be changing their minds? I don't think so. I don't think there's enough to make people want to change their minds, to be honest with you. But you never know. You know, there are flip-flops out there. It is actually 4-1. You're not drunk if you've come in from the pub on Boxing Day. It is 4-1 to Manchester United. It was 3-1 at half-time. No doubt about the fact that United have deserved to win this game, but also no doubt about it that Newcastle have been very, very poor. Started off quite well, deserved their goal, but after that, it's just not very good. Not very good at all. And I hope you've all enjoyed the stream today as well. We will have a match reaction. The link is in the video description for you. A bit of a different one, which is what we try to do on Boxing Day. It's always a little bit different because...
Anthony Martial's got man of the match.
Not from me.
From this.
Don't bloody listen to Amazon Prime's man of the match. It's not the Goldbridge man of the match. There's far more weight given by who I give man of the match to them bloody pretenders, the B-Tech Sky. Actually, I think Amazon Prime's quite good, to be fair. I've been quite impressed with it, but nobody's paying any attention to their man of the match.
Look how bad this shot is.
He's good. He's a good player, Greenwood, but it's a rubbish shot by Fred. That is terrible. Thinks he's playing rugby. 3 points. Daniel Hadlin says he's not a flip-flopper, he's very consistent. Every time United win, Ollie in. Every time they lose, Ollie out. Shake it all about. Yeah, we have got a match reaction stream coming up for you afterwards, people. I'm just setting up the stream for you now. Links in the video description. We'll be doing player ratings, of course. Nice. I would say, a little bit boring, but nice. Nobody wants United to lose unless you don't support United, and I think it's been it gives us. To me, I just wanted to go to the Emirates next week with no chance of Arsenal being able to go past us, even if they beat us. So that pleases me without a shadow of a doubt. But still on the attack here, United. A lot of side-to-side passing in the last 45, to be honest.
How long's left of it?
About 2 minutes.
A minute of the actual 90 minutes.
Do you think there'll be extra time?
Yeah.
How much?
There always is extra time. What's the most amount of goals ever scored in extra time?
I don't know. There'll be some irrelevant stat somewhere. But big 3 points for Manchester United today to take us into that game in a couple of days' time, which doesn't eradicate. I mean, does this eradicate what happened against Watford? Not for me, but it does get us 3 of the points that we should have been taking after. What irritates me the most is the fact that we had a real opportunity after beating Spurs and City to really go on a good run, and we've dropped 5 points against Everton and Watford, and we've took 3 of those points today that we should have took. So Adam says he needs to buy well in January, or these players will throw him under the bus. Oh, they'll definitely drop more points, Adam. I think you're right. And Nicky Canning makes a good point. If you sack Ali, you're going to bring in Pochettino or Allegri, and I just desperately do not think that Allegri is good enough. Alfie Minter says, who's man of the match? Well, lots of people have their own opinions. I'll be giving you mine on my man of match reaction. I know who mine is. A couple of minutes to go. About a minute and a half, actually. Finally beaten a lower table team, says Gavin O'Brien. Yeah, but at home, we don't. At home, our record against these lower teams isn't that we lose. I think Palace is the only one we've lost to. We've drawn a few, Everton and Villa. Are you doing a Liverpool-Leicester watch along? No, Hakil Hall, I'm not. It's Boxing Day. I don't think I've stood up for 2 hours. I don't know it. Agnes wants a shout out. Do I think Greenwood should be a starter every week, says Ish answered. I think he should start over James, so that's your answer, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think that Dan James, who will play against Burnley now, will. I don't think that Dan James should be playing. To be honest with you, ahead of Greenwood. Yeah, we've blooded the youth today and we've won 4-1. So I think something to do with the. This is how you really play the youth, Ollie. This is the real reason we've won 4-1. That assist by Longstaff was probably the best pass of the game. Now the ref should be pulling up now. He should be blowing up. Sorry, it is. We're into that 93rd minute.
There we go.
And that is it. It's a comfortable 4-1 win for United. Thanks everyone for watching. Everyone's about to go. I'm going to do my match reaction. Don't need any of you lot for that.
Yeah, we
But comfortable win for United. 3 points. I'll be live with the match reaction and the player ratings in about 60 seconds time. Link is in the video description for that to join me, and I'll see you in a moment on there. And thanks everyone for watching.